All right. Hey, welcome back. This is Bob again with another episode for you guys. And just wanted to touch on something really quick that I thought was really interesting. I got in the mail a letter from a client. We had recently done some work for him, done some planning, trying to decide whether or not to take the lump sum of his pension or take the pension payout. Through some planning, long story short, we ended up deciding that taking the lump sum payout is going to be in his best interest and sort of pushing to the side the lifetime pension payment. Again, that was purely specific to his situation and why it ended up making sense. But I wanted to read you this letter that he sent me because his spouse is also a part of the STRS system, which is a Ohio public employees retirement system for teachers. And just kind of want to let you know what it said, what he said in response to the letter, and kind of go from there. So just to share the letter with you, it says, "Hey Bob, thought you'd be interested in this most recent newsletter from Ohio STRS. Everything points to low compounding over an extended period of time. Hence, my decision to peel out lump sum distribution from my corporation is right. Jim." So very simple letter. And I think what it points to in this letter is, if we look at it, and this is straight from STRS in the state of Ohio, long story short, they're kind of going through and talking about the state of STRS and whatnot, but they have this bolded sentence right in the middle. It says, "At the April meeting of the State Teachers Retirement Board, the board made the difficult but necessary decision to reduce cost of living increases granted on or after July 1st, 2017 to 0% to preserve the fiscal integrity of the retirement system." I say that again, they pulled back the cost of living increase to 0%. Now, this is telling us a couple of things. First of all, we're still in a very low interest rate environment. It is very hard for these pensions to have their investments keep up with inflation in a way that is safe and stable for the base, the fiscal integrity, like it says in the letter here, of the pension program. But also it points to, we may need to find different ways to make sure that we're funding our income for the long haul, right? A lot of us, we may have a pension, whether we're a state employee, whether we have it from, some private organization, like the Cleveland Clinic or Lubrizol or some company like that. Or if we just think about it, that most all of us have through Social Security, right? That is a guaranteed income stream that we're going to have. So this just kind of sheds some light on the fact that we need to be looking at our pensions and our different incomes that we have coming up and leading up to our retirement, and making sure that they're going to be able to sustain themselves, not only on their own sort of basis, but also so that we're planning outside of that to understand, how do we supplement this income for retirement. Again, I just thought that was really interesting that the STRS, the state retirement system for Ohio for teachers, is pulling back some of their cost of living. I think we're going to see a lot more of this in the near future. And it begs the question, what do we need to do about our personal situation, our income strategies, whether they're guaranteed or not, to make sure that we're keeping up with inflation and handling this low interest rate environment. So hope that helps. Hope it sheds some light on something that I thought was a nice little kind of sharing opportunity for you all. If you have any questions, comment on the video below, shoot me a message, send me an email. More than happy to talk with you to just kind of make sure we get them answered. And if you could, share this with your friends, somebody that might be going through this, maybe it'll help them out and get them pointed in the right direction. Thanks again.